We don't get to see many desert-dwelling monsters in the Witcher games, mainly of course because we never really visit one of the deserts of the continent. But that doesn't mean that Witchers wouldn't have any monsters they could slay in the vast sandy deserts to the east. And one of the largest beasts you could find there are the Gigascorpions. The name Gigascorpion perfectly describes what the beast looks like: an enormous scorpion. It is about 5 meters tall, that's about 16 feet, or 2.7 carats. For a creature its size, it's not very heavy, only weighing about 250 kg or about 550 pounds, which is not a lot for a creature its size. But they do pose a real threat to those who travel the deserts. Gigascorpions are mentioned a few times in the books, twice by Geralt even in fact. Once when talking to Ayola in The Last Wish, and once to Ciri when she was training in Kaer Morhen. The interaction he had with Ayola, where he mentioned dozens of types of beasts he had killed, included Gigascorpion. However, none of the environments Geralt said he had killed monsters in matched the deserts, which could make it possible that some Gigascorpions perhaps even made their way into the mountains towards the northern realms. But they are still most commonly found in the sandy deserts. The Korth Desert especially. The desert itself is mostly empty, but still people often fall prey to these giant monsters, because while no one lives in their territory, people do travel through it. Whether it's Nilfgaardian soldiers patrolling their eastern border, or trade caravans traveling through the deserts to bring goods from Zerrikania to both the Empire and Northern Realms. There is always a need for protection against these beasts. Some caravans will come prepared, with well-trained archers, while others leave the killing to the Witchers. Gigascorpions have some pretty tough armor. Combined with their deadly pincers and even more dangerous tail, they will pose a challenge to even experienced Witchers. Geralt even says in the books that no man, no matter how strong they are, can block the blow of a Gigascorpion's pincer. Therefore, staying mobile is very important. You do not want to be caught off guard by this monster, as I feel somewhat confident in saying that it is most likely even possible to break through armor with its enormous pincers. And whilst the monster is keeping its prey busy with its pincers, it waits for the right time to strike with its deadliest weapon it possesses, its stinger. If for a moment a giant scorpion manages to catch you off guard, they will strike with their stinger, to inject a very deadly venom, which can be lethal even to Witchers. To prevent dying to this beast, you need to be at all times aware of the stinger, ready to dodge as the beast tries to strike. But the strike might come unexpected. You might not even know that Gigascorpion is there to begin with. They often disguise themselves as large rocks, waiting in ambush for any unsuspecting victims who may walk too close. To kill Gigascorpion, it is said you best put a blade between its eyes of the beast, as that is where the armor is weakest. Some people even suggest climbing onto the back of the beast, to get a good angle to do so. However, you might get stung by the stinger in your own back. These beasts can see pretty good in the dark, and it should be kept in mind that it would be best to engage them when you yourself can see clearly as well. The use of insect oil will definitely be useful, especially if you also take golden aureole potions with you to minimize the effect of the Gigascorpion's stinger in case you do get hit. Gigascorpions can be found in almost every desert of the continent, from the Korth Desert to Ophir. We know that Dandelion absolutely hates them, but what do you think of the Gigascorpion? Till the next video. Bye.